Hi guys, let's have a look again at the ArcoLinux application app. So we don't need this one. We need add folder, open workspace from file, the ArcoLinux code, app code, that's it. Right, so we have the application ArcoLinux app, which has the ArcoLinux application pie, and it actually looks today like this. So, okay, all right, so we got this, close. Let's change a little bit of the code. Programming is taking some time from time to time, right? So we got labels. It might be a good idea to not name them label 1, but just what it's supposed to do. Now, what was I thinking? Because I need to have some ideas. We have the ArcoLinux Nemesis script, and in here we have the AWAR. Now, what was I thinking? We can do a script, run a script like this, add set font binaries.sh, right? It's just gonna replace things. Gonna say binaries. Oh yeah, I've got an idea. And it's gonna run this, right? But you can run it vice versa as well. If already there is set font inside binaries, then remove it. But then again, of course, if users have other stuff in there, you're gonna remove that as well, right? So it's always tricky with these scripts. You have to think about all the situations. But we could maybe do some other stuff, right? Run, click this, run that, basically. That was one idea that I had. Enfin, so we need to have, and time will tell, we need to have some ideas. What shall we do? Now, you could say that you could do a copy paste of this and then keep on adding things to the list. So that's something we could do in the short time that we have now. A short video is saying, okay, so we make a second HBox. So HBox number 2. So you create HBox 2 here, start, end, and we have to give it different names here, right? The file system has to go as well. Combo texts not needed, I think, at this point in time. So what do we have? Control C, and now we go to Chromium, all of these guys. That's one of those guys that you can have, the combo text. Where can we have an overview of all the stuff? Widget gallery, right? This is what we can have: spinners and horizontal vectors, a button, a check button, a toggle button, a link button, a menu button, a bit stuff. So combo box and combo box text, sans serif. So a lot of things can be used. So we can use the button here, GTK button, and do our thing with it. So down here, if we say this is a button, I think it is like that. Let me check. Okay, I had a look at what shall I do, right? There is a script that's interesting in here. Create ArcoLinux ISO. So if you click on the button, it's just going to create the latest ArcoLinux ISO. So this is not difficult, it's just an invasive on your system as well. So this is good for a starter. Create ArcoLinux ISO. So that's what we're gonna do. A button, and we give it a name. So that's the label. We can give it also a name. Create. Give it a long name. I mean, by that I mean Create Arch, right? Something like that, or with small a. I'm not sure how I should do that, but you are in control. It's your system. So then we say okay. Then we get a button, and that's the button for Create Arch. Okay, Create Arch is a button, and we're gonna call this Create Arch. Set size requests. So give me label 1, which does not exist anymore. Control C, Control V, and give me Create Arch and not the file system. V. Save. So here it says create your personal ArcoLinux ISO. Save. All right. So we could have, you best copy paste this over here like that. So voila, save. If we run this again, what do we get? Errors of all kind, or select your preferred system. Should we save it? We should. Okay, that's all right. So what we do is, of course, this is the launch of the application that's currently on my machine. It's not launching the application that I've just changed, right? It's always common sense. We are actually working here. Share. Okay. So keep thinking, keep analyzing, because it is up to you to figure everything out. You're on your own. So we've got this, and we've got two things. Okay, what did I forget? True, what did I forget? So it's actually good, right? So you see what's happening if you forget things. Well, the HBox 1 and HBox 1. Oh, ow, ouch, right. So 1 and 2, and you can add more things already for the future. So the next horizontal box, and this is okay if you give these numbers, that's okay. So 1, 2, 3, top to bottom, and here is 1, and here is 2, of course, and here is 2, and so on. We keep changing numbers, and then we say at the bottom, let's see, HBox 1, HBox 2, and otherwise HBox 3. So this is logo, and this is something else, and this will be something else altogether, and the buttons will be the buttons. Save. Where am I? Here. So I got this, create your personal ISO. I have a button without text. Create your personal ArcoLinux ISO. This is a big fat button, so better get rid of all that. So what's now in here? The message somewhere. So this is the label message. We're adding the label message to that thing. So for now, we're gonna remove all that. Sometimes it is interesting just to keep the code, because you never know if you worked hard enough for it, right? So again, HBox 1, we got a label, we got a create arch, and HBox at the end of the horizontal box, you get that. Again here, but this time different label, not a different label, but a different HBox at least. And then we get the boxes at the bottom. All right. Now I've got this, right? Okay, close. Why is this button so big? Let's have a look. Button cancel, false, false. False, false, 0. So we got a button here. Create arch. A button request. That does not make sense. If you want to keep the code, you can. Save. Let the machine apply the buttons. Yeah, that was not a good idea either. Close. So back in. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Save. So why is it making it bigger? Package end. We can have a look at the start. What does it do if we say add it to the start? Save. And this is really testing it out all. Unmatched something. I deleted, and that's line 42. 42, 42, this one. Maybe, right? Should type it like that. Just the fault. So now it's here, but not resolved that yet. As always with this code, you gotta see it. There's a false, false, and a true. Don't remember really. I gotta stop, guys. Holding. Alright, 5 more minutes. What we got is possibilities to change this. Is the label create? That means that's that one. So it's only that one I wanna investigate, and that one is this one. What was it again? If I did true and then run it again, then it gets placed in the middle, and it was this one false and this one true. Then it was like that, and if I do false, false, then it was like that. So still not solved. Let's for now do it like this. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? This one. False. False. Save. And voila. Now, do you want it at the end or not? I think I want it at the end. So rather than putting the button at start, I'm gonna put it at the end. Save. Then I would like to have some text on the button. Text on the button. Where is the code? GTK button label equals create, right? Create, save. And we got already something. Now I have to same, that's for later. I have the same. If you click here, do something, right? So let's close it here and push everything to the internet. And that will be that for this video. So creation of buttons. And that will be number 9. So I'll do the rest of the workflow without recording it, but I'm gonna push, code is there, and go to Firefox and then to the GitHub, create release 9, go to the package build it and put it on the repo. That's it. Cheers.